Hello, welcome to the United Man. My name is Shane Leonce, bringing you the latest Man United news. Okay, so just wanted to go over a couple of things. First of all, if you're new to the channel, get subscribing so I can keep you up to date with everything Man United news. And also, if you like the content that's going on, then drop a like, or if not, drop a comment and let me know what you want to discuss. Okay, let's get right into it. Firstly, some new news dropping. If you check back in one of my other previous videos, you'll see whereby I was touting Adrian Rabiot. Well, it's come out today that, Man United have been, I suppose, checking his progress. Now, he hasn't signed on with a new contract for PSG from since December when he was offered one, be it that he wanted to choose his next destination. Now, because he's not signed with PSG, they haven't actually played him since then. So that's a long time without playing. So we've been linked with Adrian Rabiot. So that's a potential replacement for Nemanja Matic. He's a big physical player, very technically gifted, good passer with the ball as well. So that's one I wouldn't mind getting done over the line. But as you know, we're linked with every man and his dog. So whether there's much truth behind the fact that Man United are actually interested in him remains to be seen. Now, the ongoing saga with Matthijs de Ligt, which looked to be sewn up with Barcelona, as we all know, this time last week, has since not been the case. As Barcelona haven't been able to get the deal done and completed as of yet. Now, Gerard Piqué has come out and basically seems like he's just, he's not begging per se, but he's saying he understands De Ligt's qualities because they're basically cut from the same cloth, which is the school of Johan Cruyff. So basically saying, look, come and join us here. We understand each other. But my perspective is, if he's going to Barcelona, he's taking your place, Piqué, so watch yourself. But as I say, the longer this goes on, the longer it takes for Barcelona to sew up the deal for Matthijs de Ligt, the better it is for us. Now, we've chucked a reported 236,000 per week, plus obviously all the bonuses on the side and whatnot. We've put that at his doorstep. Now, we know that we've got the financial muscle to actually go there and press on him and Mino Raiola. We know Raiola obviously loves the money. So if we can turn his head in that way, that'd be fantastic. Now, I know that he actually had terms agreed with Barcelona back in April times, but he since, as I say, slightly had his head turned. So looking at his other options. So let's see what happens there. Daniel James, we understand, know what's happening there. Condolences go out to him and his family with his dad passing away. It would seem though that the deal's been sewn up for the days leading up to that, and it's just a case of it being announced in the public. So that should be all well and good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, we do know that Crystal Palace are looking at 50 mil plus. Prices bandied about saying they're accepting no less than 50 or between 50 and 70 mil. So I know we're not the only suitor in for him, but as I mentioned previously, we're in a very good position where we can offer him first team football as a starter. Yes, we don't have Champions League football, but we still have European football by way of the Europa League. So, and plus obviously if he wants a nice chunk of change, we're the place to go. So hopefully we can get that one done over the line. That's the one that's kind of itching me at the moment because our season's finished. So transfer window's open. It's not done yet. If indeed we can get it done. It's slightly different, however, with Kalidou Koulibaly from Napoli. They've still got their games to finish tomorrow. So we can expect some activity from that and from transfers with like the likes of Koulibaly next week onwards. Price for Koulibaly still looking the same, 95 million plus. So we're probably going to have to stomp that kind of cash up. So Sean Longstaff, still no fee agreed with Newcastle apparently. Personal terms have been agreed a while back, but if that's the case and we get that over the line, let's see how that goes. But as I say, I know we're looking on a rebuild, but if we have to ascertain as to whether we're buying starters or squad players. Now, in terms of Sean Longstaff, I'm assuming he'd be a squad player. Well, I'd like that to be the case, and we bring in some quality ahead of him, and obviously get him integrated into the squad. If that be the case, by the looks of it, about to complete a deal with an Ajax 16-year-old striker, Dylan Hoogworth, if I pronounce that correctly. If not, let me know. Now, I know nothing about this kid apart from he didn't want to sign with Ajax in terms of the professional contract because he preferred Man United. Now that looks set to be completed. Let's see how that goes. In terms of outs, Romelu Lukaku is the big one, whereby it would seem he definitely is open to a move, and that move looks set to be into Milan. I'm fine with that. Let's recoup some money from obviously the 70 mil we spent on him. However, it's been reported that he could be involved in a 30 mil plus player deal. That player looking like Ivan Perisic, right winger, who is 30 years old. A couple of years we were in the market for him. I wouldn't mind that because we're getting a little bit of cash back for Lukaku. I would like it to be a bit more though, because if it's only 30 million and Perisic, that would suggest that Perisic is worth 40 mil, but he's in his 30, well, he's 30 now. So would like it to be a bit more cash, and as long as Perisic isn't on a mega wages, then I'll be okay with that. Have a little bit of experience. He's, you know, still a good player, still a very accomplished player. Played really well in the World Cup for Croatia, so I wouldn't mind that. So if we can get that over the line, I'd be happy with that. Also, the forgotten man, I didn't even realise he was still at Man United, to be fair. James Wilson, if you remember, he burst into the scene a few years back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago now, if not before that, and burst onto the scene, scored in his debut, looked amazing. He looked Mark Lowen-esque with his pace. It's very slight, and it looked like he had a very good cultured finish on him. He's been out on loan for ages. As I said, I didn't realise he was still at the club. He was on loan at Aberdeen last season, scoring only 3 goals, and his contract's actually up at the end of June. And it looks like Man United aren't going to be renewing his contract. So it looks like James Wilson will be leaving as well now. It's a bit of a shame because, as I say, when he burst into the scene, he looked brilliant. But since then, just dropped off the radar and performances haven't been there. So it's unfortunate for him. As I say, guys, that's it for today then. Just wanted to give you a quick update on everything. Should anything else break later on during the day, I'll jump back on and give you the update. But until then, take care, guys. And just don't forget, if you like the content, subscribe for more information and news. Like and share. Take care, guys. God bless.